Last episode, Chip, Jay, and Gooblek face Dr. Ooze. Dr. Ooze want to help the world by throwing Gooblek in blender. Oh no! However, Chip, Jay, and Gooblek stand up for Gooblek. Chip missed so hard, he got new backstory. Jay hit him so hard, he went different dimension. Gooblek woke up Celestine, and now Gooblek think big twist about to happen with Bird, but don't know because no one tell him. Just roll with it.
Well, hello there, everybody. Welcome back to Just Roll With It. My name is Grizzly, and I'm the DM. And this is Riptide.
Well, how are you doing there, sweetheart? I'm Bisley, and I play Chip on this here show.
Well, howdy, feller. I'm actually Canadian. Oh, fuck yeah, bud. Let's go for a rip. I'm going to Viction, eh?
Oh, fuck yeah, buddy.
Oh,
Fuck
you
it,
want
I'm
to go
Canadian
smoke some
too,
darts,
eh?
break some hearts? I play
Smoking
Jay.
darts, breaking hearts.
Oh, fuck yeah, bud.
Ow! Fuck my neck! Oh, Christ!
Dude, if he can't do it, I'll do
ambulance.
it for him.
No,
Hi,
it's
I play Gillian Tidestrider. It's me, Gillian, guys. Hi. Audio listeners,
my
there's a skeleton in the room. There's a skeleton. I'm holding a skeleton.
Bro, pull out a fucking skeleton,
I spent $60 for this 15-second bit.
You bought that skeleton to bring him on screen and just make fun of my fucking dead character? Is there no
Yeah.
other reason?
Yeah.
All right, I'm Charlie Slimesicle, and I'm fed up.
Oh, fuck, dude. Where we last left off, the three of you, Chip,
Right.
Jay, and Gooblek.
I can't take it
Plus
anymore. I just
Felipe.
want to hear it again.
Aww. Some of you are captains of the Riptide Pirates, other of you are just experiments known as Experiment 808, made by the Doctor, whom you encountered for the first and not the last time. You learned of Gooblek's true intention, true purpose for being made, to consume all manner of beings with powerful souls, to then be used as the secret key ingredient for this ooze that would be injected into all manner of beings to create this new, perfect race. Of course, none of you like that. So you fought with Dr. Ooze, giving him a chance to test out his brand new strength and abilities. Most of the encounter was one-on-one with Jay, as Chip was kind of, bodied. And Gooblek was playing this, 4D chess, 1,000 IQ game.
He leveled up.
Huge
game.
Levels up, leaves. Like what?
Refuses to elaborate.
During the encounter, Jay played into some of the Doctor's jests or jabs and said that they were powerful people where she's from, which prompted at the end of the encounter, Dr. Ooze changed forms into this gargantuan, godlike ooze being, something you've never seen and never wanted to see before. Opened a rift, unsuccessfully taking Gooblek with him and stepped into the world of mana. And just before that, Gooblek, with your fate-touched abilities, awoken Celestine, who had been broken out of the hourglass that kept her captive. And the last thing that you saw, as you all dust yourselves off and get up, was her looking over the edge of this teetering disc at the very top of her former palace. With Apple landing on her shoulder, she looks back, and a tear falls down her face. And so the journey continues. So Celestine is very tall, like 6'4" or so. She has longer legs than like the length of her upper torso. She has very dainty facial features, very symmetrical, thin. But she has the exaggerated Fae-like features as well. The ears that reach far past her head, and the silvery, wispy markings under the eyes and around the hairline. She's got silver clouded eyes, similar to like what you would see, blind people having. But she also has this long silver white hair with long bangs in front of the face. One of them is just kind of swept behind the ear. She's wearing this two-piece fitted thin fabric dress, which is the upper sort of part of it is connected to these arm sleeves by turquoise flowers. The bottom part of the dress is just this sort of very slightly see-through fabric that is embroidered with different flowers as well, with this sort of like hip cape that matches the color, this bluish black color of the top. And as she's looking at you, this is who you see.
Knowing Grizzly, I'm sure she won't be over 6 feet and attractive. Oh my god!
You got horns.
Yeah, as well as, like dangling, jewelry from the ears and whatnot.
Damn, she fey as fuck, actually.
Though a lot of her arcane power was, used, she still has a grand amount that you can sense before you. She sort of stares at all of you. What do you do before she speaks first?
Like I'm still just kind of silently sitting around.
Stare back.
Yeah, Gublek is just like in neutral. Eyes open, mouth open, unblinking, staring.
I'm sorry about what happened to your realm. If that's, I'll look around sheepishly. What you're crying about?
That twinkling ring sound flies past your ear, Jay, as you watch that small little blue sprite of an orb fly past your ear and towards Celestine and just gently lands on her finger. Celestine speaks. I am saddened by what has become of my domain, but it is a pleasure. And the blue sprite just sort of ring disappears. It is a pleasure to meet you face to face. I greatly appreciate your bravery in aid and releasing me.
Jay just kind of takes a deep breath in, I guess, like sighs. Yeah, of course. I mean, I'd be lying to say that we came here just to save you, but I'm glad that we were able to.
She sort of turns around and looks at all the darkness that surrounds her domain. She says, an archfey in the Feywild who has their own domain, it often reflects their internal emotions and desires. Where you stand, crumbling, was my palace of hopes and dreams. I fear the malice, the vitriol, and that man, that supposed doctor. I fear what he has inside of him to turn this place to complete darkness. I can sense the animals, the different creatures that used to roam. Though they are different now, I am just saddened.
I'd like to actually look down at Pretzel at this point. How's Pretzel looking?
Pretzel's fully Pretzel,
Oh my god, Pretzel's back.
and she's not spinning around anymore, but like some of her tentacles are just sort of rubbing the eyes. Seems like she's still trying to clear her vision, as it might be blurry or foggy, but there is still like a lack of character for Pretzel at the moment.
You're right.
No, her soul.
Doctor do much damage. Control Z. And I'm gonna try and throw up as many people as I can.
That is the most insane thing I've ever heard.
You said I've absorbed 91 people, right?
Yeah, there are.
I want to throw as many up as I can now.
Okay, so if you want to do this, I think Gublek will lose like a lot of power.
A level.
Or 10. I think if you eject all 91 of them, Gublek will of course shrink a bit.
Yeah.
I don't think there's anything to roll for this.
Okay.
I think it's just something like you'll lose. Yeah, so you'll probably lose like 1 to 2 levels because of it.
Okay. Gublek opens his mouth and his eyes start to widen as well. And in thick green membranes, people just start firing out.
Oh shit! Hey! Whoa!
What the hell?
Stop throwing up people!
Oh wait, not the puppeteer, leave it.
It's just like when Matthew improved birth. he just fucking throws up all of the people that he's ever victimized because of this mission. Or I guess as many as he can. In front of Celestine.
What you would notice is that some of these souls travel, inwards, deeper into the palace. Some of them almost seem to disappear within these small blips of red rifts into a different plane, as if some of them have no
Yeah.
body to return to, and so they pass on. And Celestine watches curiously and sort of tilts her head like a puppy.
See? If I can expel 91 people, you can expel the bad thoughts in you.
Holy shit, man.
But I only count 9. He throws up one final guy.
91 people.
No, there's just 91 people up here.
I think most of them are souls.
Well, it's very fast. It's like a Scooby-Doo scene where they just all kind of they're all gone.
I meant, yeah, like when the souls are like flying somewhere else, yeah.
And I believe I witnessed you were under Cass's wing. Gublek?
Yes. Oh, he like you?
She gives a soft smile and sort of like uses the fingers to wipe away the tears, and she says, I think it is brave of you to return to a place you may have had reason to avoid. Had you not been here, I possibly couldn't have waken up.
Gublek just want to be free and not put in blender. And sometimes to be free is not to run.
Very humane and wise words. There is clearly a lot of work to be done. You are free now. I wish to help heal the creatures still here. I'm sure Casper is so tired, so I wish to help move the carnival along and allow it to leave the Feywild once more.
Yes, it's a lot.
But for you, all of you, because of your help, whatever it is you wish, if it is within my ability, I promise it is granted.
I look down to Chip, who's still sitting on the ground, I assume.
Yeah.
Gublek got Gublek wish. Up to you.
I would have just jumped up when Gublek shot all of the fucking people out of his face.
You contemplate this for a moment. You hear, Ashley Tisdale.
Who?
Never mind, I should have said that.
We want our friend back. Or to know where he is.
Tell me about this friend.
Yay tall, fish. Champion of the undersea, hero of the deep. Or is it the other way around?
No, that's right. Eater of grass, beater of ass.
You must be talking about different Ashley Tisdale.
No, that sounds about right.
He's the chosen one. Our best friend.
And he is lost.
Yeah.
We think so.
He drew a card and disappeared.
I handed it to him.
No, he drew it.
No, I saw he drew stupid like idiot.
Yeah, he's a fucking dumbass.
We just want to
Damn
know
you,
where he
Felipe.
is. Or if he's even out there at all.
Do you have an item that belongs to him?
Oh god, I have so many.
May I see?
Here, his 1,000 ball bearings. They're yours.
Actually, who took his necklace?
I think I did.
Did you take his
Wait, did I? I might have given it to somebody
Might
else.
have been Felipe. Does Felipe have it?
I think Felipe has it. I'm gonna go
He
over
does.
to
I
I'm
checked this week.
gonna go over to Felipe and just take it from him.
Fuck you, yeah, sure. he has like a fucking -2 in strength, just 3 exhaustion points, you win, okay? Like,
Gives up, yeah. It's not even worth it.
all right, you hand it to her, and she sort of just waves her hand and apparates this very beautiful mirror. Oh, I suppose it may have been broken.
Oh, fuck.
Oh yeah, that's
That's half our fault. It was already kind of broken, but then
Not to worry. And just within a moment or so, a minute, she mends all of the glass that was shattered.
Oh, consequences not real.
That face, the consequences. She's very powerful. That face, that sort of mask of a face, like the fucking mirror from Shrek, shows up. And he's like, I'm alive.
Hey, I'm sorry about that.
I'm
book.
alive!
I would like to apologize.
He sees you and hears you, goes, Celestine, I'm pleased to see that you are alive. What has happened? What do you need? She says, Now, I have a necklace from a lost fish.
It's a fish man.
Could you help me locate him?
Fishman, Gillian Tide Strider.
Imagine you guys just scry on a random tuna.
The mirror man goes, yes, of course. And after like glaring at the necklace for a second, he sort of spins around and the mirror almost like ripples and sort of transitions into some sort of like different scene. But then all you see behind the glass is this darkness. You don't see anything. And then it sort of fades back and the mask reappears and it says, I'm sorry, Celestine. There's a much powerful magic preventing me from scrying. I cannot see him. But he is out there.
Shit.
I apologize for failing. She hands the necklace back. All of you, if there's anything else that you wish, I want you to leave with something. I assume you want to leave, yes?
Yeah, of course.
I know you are visitors, not from here.
Oh yes, fuck this place.
If there's no way for you to find even the location of our friend, actually, the bird on your shoulder, Apple.
She just like gently lets Apple walk onto her finger.
For quite some time, she's had a magic cast over her. She's not who she's supposed to be. We've been searching for a way to undo that magic.
I can certainly sense this. Perhaps that is why she was drawn to me. What do you know already about the magic?
It was transmutation, I believe.
Celestine like kneels down, just sort of like onto her knees, and then sets Pretzel on the ground here, and then draws a circle, and her finger sort of leaves behind the same flowers that are on her top of this dress, and it just surrounds Apple, who just sort of like jumps up and down like a funny bird would in the circle, but doesn't move too much. And there's this sort of slight illuminating glow that surrounds Celestine as she works with Apple and says, once it dissipates, I see.
Boys, I want us all to lock in our theories now.
Oh God, I don't.
Well, one moment.
Oh,
Allow
okay,
me to explain. This magic is transmutation. It is also evocation. It is also abjuration. And it is also necromancy. This spell on Apple, your bird, I sense it was casted over 100 years.
What? What does that mean? What kind of what?
This spell is not necessarily ancient nor powerful, but handcrafted, homebrewed, if you will. I knew you were gonna laugh.
That was good, man.
Casted over at least 100 years. And typically when you are mixing these different webs of the arcane together in one spell, there are sacrifices, backfiring, consequence for the power that you cast. And perhaps that is why the caster has become this blue bird.
The fuck the bird do, dude?
The fuck?
And so she sort of like picks up Apple again. You wish the spell to be broken.
One chirp for yes, two chirps for no. Apple, you also get a say.
Apple looks around. Animal handling check, Jay.
Yeah.
It's a bird. I mean, it's not like it speaks English.
I was really hoping that maybe it could understand this whole time. Animal handling.
Maybe one time it did, but you only thought it did. It was only good
almost a
timing.
natural 20. 15.
A 15.
Sure, that's enough.
I have an animal handling of -1. I'm just gonna poke my finger at her separately. I'm just looking for like, and that's a 6. No, it's a 4 actually. Sorry.
Apple sort of like hops away from Chip's finger and looks at you, Jay, and her head sort of like spins around jerkily, but there's no like chirping or anything.
Good enough for me.
I tell you what.
You don't think it's dangerous to remove the spell, right? Like for Apple or for us or for anybody?
Or maybe Apple became Apple on purpose?
Perhaps you have much to think about.
Is there a way to talk with Apple? Ask?
It's the smartest thing I've ever heard.
So she walks back over to the mirror and says, "Mirror, are you able to communicate with this bird?" There's a pause. "That isn't a real bird." Speaking with an animal requires the animal to have lower intelligence as normal animals do. And this bird does not.
I look at Chip quickly.
I have a solution.
Oh, okay.
And she sees that you guys are like sighing, getting a little sad. She goes, "How about?" And she sort of just like grasps the air, almost like a magician, and then like blows into it, like whew. And as she does, she sort of like very dexterously, in a flaunt of hand movements, apparates this small tube filled with this clear liquid. And she hands it over to you, and then she also puts Apple on your shoulder. "I will not say for certain what will happen when said spell is broken, but when you wish to, this liquid, you just pour it over the bird, and she should be free. Do not wait too long to make your decisions. The magic won't hold forever,
Okay.
especially once you leave the Feywild. Does this satisfy?"
Yeah, this works.
I would
Absolutely.
like some of this liquid too.
What are you gonna do with the liquid, Gublek?
Eat it.
We don't need any more liquid, thank you.
You are a coward.
Besides that, yeah, I guess we'd like to go back home to Mana.
I've never heard of this place.
You haven't?
Not in recent times.
Full of water, basically, like mostly water. A few islands.
Oh, that's where Doctor went.
That's where Doctor went, yeah.
I see. And Gublek, you would like to return with them?
He looks at Chip and Jay.
I just kind of look at you, giving like a. I obviously look fucked up, but I'm still like giving you like a half smile.
I wanna roll insight and see if they want me to come back with them. 16.
Yeah.
You do?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Oh, maybe.
Would you like to speak to Cass? She's like kneeling down to Gublek.
Oh,
You worked with him, didn't you?
I did. I did not even put my 2 weeks in. Probably should speak. Okay.
So she sort of just leads the Gublek over to the mirror, and the mask, after a little bit of conversation, the mask twirls, and then you see Cass's face appear on the mirror. Jay and Chip, do you guys say anything during this?
Just kind of like half wave.
Hello,
Yeah.
guest buddy. It is Celestine, girl. You big like. We found her, made her free.
Gublek, Celestine.
We are both free, ready to mingle.
I could sense the atmosphere of the carnival changed, but I had no idea you had freed. And what of this doctor that had such a grasp? I mean, has he dealt with?
Not our problem anymore, Cass.
We released him to our homeworld of Mana, and I'm so thrilled about it.
It's stupid and all water. Same liquid. Boring. Bad.
Oh dear. Well, Ragoob, the carnival's always open for you should you wish to return, but you don't have to. And Celestine, I assume this means we can travel again. She nods. He smiles, this big bright smile, and he sort of yells it out behind him, and then you hear this big cheer, like this big hooray from multiple people. And you can still notice that a bit of the carnival is in shambles and being rebuilt and worked on. And
I think Gublek have much to learn before come back and play carnival games. But thank you.
Fair enough.
Keep it real.
Keep it chill like that.
Can I reach through the mirror and like
Dap him up.
You know what? I'll say you can. It's just like a woof. It's like you pass through
break it
liquid.
again and take a life? Yeah.
No, you do. And then it dissipates.
Oh.
So, where in this mana would you like to go?
Just really quickly. Can you bring back your mirror? Guy just like started knocking on the mirror.
Mirror's always there. I mean,
Hey.
he's just floating, chilling. Yeah, he's right there.
Oh, hey.
Hello.
You said a magic was stopping you, from seeing Gillian.
Precisely.
Can you tell what kind?
There are magics that are basically like powerful cloaking devices. It prevents certain people, certain things, certain items from being detected or looked upon through magical means. Your friend is either near someone who is protected, or he is in something that is protected.
And how many things out there are protected? Is this common?
The mask was puzzled. Common where you are from? I have no knowledge. But there are enchanters who make items like necklaces and the like. The consumer can wear and become protected. Easy as that.
That doesn't narrow it down.
That is child's play for me to make.
Thanks, Celestine. Good to know.
Would you like one of these necklaces?
Yes.
She looks at you, Chip.
I'll take a magical anti-scrying necklace any day for free. Fuck it.
Yeah, dude. Fuck yeah. Are you kidding me? This is a necklace to never get fucking spied on. Are you kidding me? That's awesome.
What if the Navy decides to spy on us? We wouldn't know.
No.
I've kind of just been holding Gillian's necklace in my hand, rubbing it with my thumb.
Or maybe if either of you have anyone else you want to spy on, see secrets.
Can we spy on more people?
Charlie, it's killing you to be Gooblek right now, isn't it? Because you want to spy on everybody, don't you?
I want to spy on everyone, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know. I only know people through the lens of all of your memories that I've ingested.
Actually, can you check something for me? Someone?
Certainly. By the way, this magic item that you're requesting is attunement. So which one of you has a slot?
Good question. I get an additional slot soon.
Oh,
Because
that's
I'm
nice.
an artificer.
Yeah, I have one slot left.
I have one slot as well.
Then just for the two of you. She plucks 2 flowers and then sort of once again forms this circle in the air and turns them into these bracelets. And then she just sort of slips them on gently onto your wrists. And these are basically amulet of proof against detection in locations, but they are bracelets instead of amulets. Little flower bracelets. And they are yours.
If you could show me a man named Niklaus Hendricks.
Okay. And this Niklaus, is there a reason you want to find him? Is this where you want to return?
Maybe. Let's just say our paths have crossed a few times.
I'm trying to think of where he would be at the moment. That's why
Our
I'm
fates
smiling.
may be intertwined.
So she walks over to the mirror. Do you have anything of his?
Yeah, you guys do.
Yes.
It's a very important thing.
What do I have? Can you just
you
tell
need to
me?
know, you need to know what it is to get it.
My first thought was the cards, but I don't know
It
if
is-
you would know.
It has been in the briefcase of holding most of
Oh,
this
you're
campaign.
right. The fucking compass.
Oh, Jesus.
This is made by Niklaus, but does it belong to him?
Well, it has his name
Good
on it.
question. It does have his name on it. Surely. It's-
I wouldn't put my name on someone else's underwear, or is all I'm saying. Like, if I write my name on it, that shit's mine.
That's fucking awesome.
Basically, if you have a possession of someone, they get like a negative to the save, like someone's possessions. And if you had like a body part, like a lock of hair or whatever, it'd be like a -10 to their save.
So you're telling me if he had something of ours, we'd get a negative to a save. Like if he had like an item. Like a
Like a
wooden
stick.
item. Like a wooden
Like-
item that's a
like
stick.
a stick. Like a stick.
Like
Like
a
a
stick.
stick.
That would be a -4.
Dude, Bisley's face right now. You just took so many L's in a row. That's brutal.
So you hand Celestine the compass.
Yeah, we reach into the briefcase of holding and pull out for the first time in 50 episodes the compass.
I'll like look at it for a second before I.
Her eyes widen once you pull it out. This belongs to the Niklaus.
It was made by him, at least.
Made by him. This Niklaus is very powerful.
That's reassuring.
So do you hand it to her or you just hold it?
I'm like holding it for a second, like not giving it to her.
God, this is why we didn't take it out of the fucking briefcase.
My precious.
I'm definitely looking at it for a while, and
Oh, God damn it.
I'm thinking about something I want.
Mm-hmm.
I'd want to know where Gillian is.
So you have the compass open.
I'd open it, yeah.
Chip.
I don't move as you say that. I'm just like fixed on it.
I gotta remember what the save is.
There was a save? What's the save for? What's about to happen to our boy?
I don't remember a save.
I don't remember
I
there
was-
being a save, but is there a save?
I feel like I was almost positive that when you use the compass, you have to make a saving throw.
Or
You only used it once, right?
We all have
Yes.
just glanced at it, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you first found it in the tomb, you only used it once and
Mhm.
never again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We gave it to Ollie and we saw what happened and then it went in the briefcase forever.
Yeah.
You gave it to Ollie. Okay, this is why you haven't made the save. So now you have to make a save when you
Oh,
use it.
fuck.
Oh, golly good. Jolly
Okay.
Jolly G. Oh, fuck.
I was
Oh,
remembering
Mickey.
rolling for Ollie.
Oh, God.
Okay, wisdom save. I have a +0.
Oh,
So
make a wisdom
Jesus.
save.
Fuck, man. What is Are you going to get big as hell?
He's gonna get old.
I'm so nervous.
Natural 20 though.
Oh,
Like for sure. Like I'm chilling. Like
oh,
I'm.
my God.
So here's what it feels like. You pass a save, nothing happens to you, but this compass feels right in your hands, like it belongs to you, like it was made for you to use, and you don't want to let it go. But you notice that the compass is spinning around as if like the magnetic poles that a normal compass uses or whatever, however compasses work, are too erratic. And you get the sense that you're on a different plane than where Gillian might be. There's no way to locate him.
I flip it closed quickly and hand it over.
But you have a natural 20, so you're fine. But you do feel a little bit of like possessionship now, like ownership to this compass, and you definitely want it back. She takes it from you. She holds it up, and she says, "Mira, can you find this Niklaus?" And he looks like he raises an eyebrow, like the no bitch's eyebrow.
Dude.
And he's like, "If you'll let me." And then that scrying spell begins to take effect again. It sort of swirls inside the mirror.
If you scry on somebody powerful, do they know you've scryed on them?
I feel like it's very much scary movie rules where they're going to look back at
They're
us.
gonna
You know
look
what I
right
mean?
at the camera.
I feel like it's very much that's what we're looking
You're about to find out. You're about to find out.
As he rolls a save +1 billion.
All right. Yeah, the save. It's just going to be -4. +1 billion, of course. I'm just kidding. I'm joking.
Dude, I wonder what Niklaus does in his downtime. What are we about to see? Can you imagine he's just grinding out the battle pass?
So you see Niklaus, and behind him, this house that says Kami House on it.
That could have been two things. It could have been one of two.
Kami house?
It sounds
Right.
like commie house, like commie. Like
Niklaus
communism.
is making a deal with Goku.
With the Russians. With Russian Goku.
Oh no! They're going to add Niklaus Hendricks to Fortnite Queen!
We have to stop him.
Funnily enough, an image begins to come through, and we watch as this sort of camera is coming down from the sky like a bird flying in.
You have really amazing cinematography, Mir.
Thank you. At first, you see the city, ran by one. Very familiar. You see Liquidus in the background.
That's where we just were. What?
And then you come right on the top of this crow's nest of the ship, and you see this figure in this long black overcoat, sort of sitting in the crow's nest, feet propped up in the top, just sitting there, fiddling with something. And as the camera sort of wraps around to finally see the face, you see right behind him your Jolly Roger flag of your ship.
Yeah, I fucking knew it. I fucking this piece of shit.
Yeah.
And then you see him look up as if he's looking directly at the bird.
There it is!
And he smirks and then does a little wave with the fingers and then snaps. And everything, the scrying stops.
Wait. No,
That
no,
was
no.
our ship. God. You think everybody's
Jay.
okay? We gotta.
Jay, everybody's on that ship.
They're in the town. They're in the city.
You could tell the ship was still docked, yeah, somewhere.
Is it
Around the
fixed? Did we get
city.
it fixed? Is it fixed now?
You only saw the top of it, but just because, I'm pretty sure the mast got destroyed or whatever, it does look repaired.
Thank God.
Well, everybody is near the ship.
Celestine, they need to go. Is it okay if we go?
I understand. It is fine if you wish to leave now.
Yeah, we have to go right now.
Is there anything else that I can...
If you'll just hand that back, we'll.
She just hands it to you. Sure.
It's okay. They're okay. Can't have made deals with all of them.
Chip, you want to protect your friends?
Yeah.
Get in me!
What?
Get in me! Quickly!
I'm just like staring at you blankly, like, what? What
Okay,
the
here,
fuck?
Here we show. Felipe, get in me.
I never got my wish.
Oh, shit. Okay, bro, what is your wish?
He walks over and then hops up and he starts to whisper. Like he has to keep hopping up because she's too tall. He's like hopping up and down, and he's like continuously whispering something in Celestine's ear. And she just smiles.
You're gonna give him Ashley Tisdale.
She nods. And then he's like, all right, babies, let's get the fuck out of here. All right.
Oh, fuck
damn it.
off, dude. Okay, all right. Since they won't know, can I just roll to hear if I hear what he's whispering his wish as? I won't tell them.
You can roll perception.
I'm just curious if he just killed my character.
If he just what?
If he just killed Gillian.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, I got an 18.
And 18, so Felipe definitely rolled higher than you, unfortunately.
Okay, cool. It's all good. All good.
All right, so are you guys getting inside Gublek, and for what? What's the goal
Is
here?
Felipe getting in me? I'll show them what
Oh,
happens.
Felipe
first.
walks in, he gets in.
Okay. I'd like to
All right,
warp
let's,
Felipe to a different dimension.
What?
Listen, every ability I ever did, the doctor did, right? I saw him do all of those things. I also
Yeah, he
just
opened
saw
up
the
a rift,
doctor open up a rift and go to mana. So as soon as Felipe gets inside me, I want to basically close my mouth and open it, and he's gone.
Okay, so where did you send him?
I sent him back to the ship where we just saw.
What you just saw? Okay.
Yes.
It's gone.
Oh,
You can just do that.
Temporary character, I'll let anything happen.
we canonize everything. I canonize stuff. The doctor does it. Doctor canonizes stuff. I do it. Crazy. Okay, get in.
Fuck it. And I go for a running dive.
Oh my fucking god. Okay, so you guys been to watch Chip, Jay watch Chip fucking dive into Gublek. And Felipe disappearing as well. And Gublek's now like holding his like stomach open like it's a doorway, I imagine.
Yeah. And before Jay leaves, Gublek looks at Jay. I have tasted your blood. Remember what I say. You cannot just be free by running. Now get in my tummy.
I'll take those words to heart. And I like timidly kind of like I look a little grossed out, step inside of Gublek, like 1 foot at a time. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you feel something wet grab onto you and just like pull you in.
All
Oh my
four of
God.
you disappear within Gublek. Gublek, you are
It's
now
like the Jimmy
by...
Neutron brain blast tunnel. They're all just like flying through it. It's like this purplish
Yeah,
green like torpedo of
It's
goo.
so fucking crazy. It's basically like it's like plane walking essentially. And you all just disappear. But Gublek, what are you doing now? It's just you and Celestine and the mirror here on this teetering disc at the top of the palace of hopes and dreams.
Oh shit, Celestine, I probably should have said that I wasn't coming with them.
Son of a bitch, I wanted to say words.
I see. Where will you be going?
Well, Gublek realize, want to experience more, want to experience everything, everywhere. And Gublek reaches out, and like that dragon sort of bit at space-time, like Gublek stretches his own body, he stretches the fabric of space as it opens sort of into a tunnel. And you see reflected in it various refractions of this this oceanic world. There's like one of fire. There's one that looks like a city with flying cars overhead.
Yes!
There are so many liquids out there. I want to be them all. Goodbye. Hey. Hoo! And Gublek just steps back into this tunnel, and you see as his body starts splitting and refracting, and all of them in unison are going hoo as they fly off into each of these different dimensions.
Yes, dude!
Oh my god, just leaving these trails of ooze behind him.
This insane
That's terrifying. That's terrifying.
scene plays through as Gublek is scattered across the multiverse.
Gublek will return on Prime Defenders.
And we just sort of see Celestine standing there alone now. And she smiles as you leave, as her hair sort of blown back by this teleportation rift.
Be free! Determinism for bitches! And then the portal just closes.
And unbeknownst to you guys now, but we watch Celestine looks back at the mirror and brings back Cass, and she says, maybe you could visit, in case they need to make their way back here again. I was quite fond of them. I wish to know what happens with their friend and that Niklas. And I wish to be there if the one who destroyed my domain begins to destroy theirs. He gives her a wink, as you wish. And then we sort of cut over to you guys falling through these rifts onto your ship.
So, before they fall out on the deck, DM, is it okay if they're going through a Gooblek tunnel if they have anything they want to say to Gooblek?
Sure.
Okay. You just hear in the back of your mind and everywhere in your body, whoop!
Oh, this feels wrong.
Holy shit.
This is a
Gooblek?
violation.
Are we separate from one another? Like, are we like right next to each other?
You're right next to each other.
You're right
Okay.
next to each other. I mean, Felipe is actually already out. Felipe, you know within your heart, as soon as he steps inside you, that he loves you, man. Like, to death. Since he
Dude,
first looked at
him.
you,
I love him too. He's
he'll
a brother
always
I
be
never
your
had.
best friend.
Oh man.
Anyway, I want to be the DM while they're in me.
Gooblek, you're not coming with us, are you?
How did you know, Jay? Their like eyes form in the walls of the tunnel.
I don't think you can eat yourself. Maybe for one, I also just kind of got that vibe.
Yeah. Logistically, it seems hard.
Yeah.
You got me.
Hey, I'm sorry. We should have treated you a little bit better while you were with us.
Did you not?
I mean, it's not that we didn't. It's just we were so preoccupied with ourselves that maybe we weren't as considerate about you as we should have been. It was a very tumultuous time for us. But hey, no matter where you go, Gooblek, you're one of us. So
And you are one of Gooblek.
that's terrifying.
Thank you, Jay. You are still the best friends I ever had, even if you weren't actually that good. Thank you for
Shouldn't I-
everything. You made
shouldn't-
me free.
I shouldn't have said anything.
But I'm so glad you did. Now I can really look back at this experience and understand. Do you
Well-
have anything you'd like to say, Chip?
Keep on, man. No, I'll miss you, Gooblek. You scared the shit out of me, like, the moment I saw you, and never stopped being strange after that, but, like, after a while, it was, like, strange in a cool way, you know what I mean? Does that make sense to you?
No.
Okay, so it's like, you're cool, I'm cool, we're cool.
Fucking we're here. And the portal opens up, and
one last word.
okay,
One last little phrase.
Keep
Gooblek, make me promise.
make you promise.
Wait, were you gonna say something, Chip? I'm sorry.
keep on rocking. You deserve the best, dude.
Yes.
Okay, all right, fuck it. Chip gets just like batted out of the jet stream.
He did get in before me.
You see his chip just goes like spiraling through space time.
I love you, Gooblek!
I love you too, Felipe.
Gooblek, make me a promise, eh?
Okay.
No matter where you go, you fuck shit up. You be the goddamn best, whatever the fuck you are. Because you're a Riptide pirate, okay?
Okay.
Best wishes!
You. Oh, you can put me on a... law me out into the ship.
Well, I
Give me-
don't know.
give me
I
some
was
switch-
trying to think if I had anything else dramatic to say. We could just fall forever. Okay.
All right. All of you hit the deck. Literally, you get fucking ejected out of the air right onto the deck of your
Nice.
ship as it sways and rocks here at the docks right back in the city of Liquidus, the Hydropolis. Welcome home.
Crash into the fucking deck. I'm like laying on the ground.
You see
Oh.
that bright blue sky
Oh, the sky. Oh,
that you
I missed
haven't
it.
seen in what feels like forever. And then it hits you. How long has it been?
Oh god, here we go.
Oh boy.
I just keep laying on the ground.
Is there
for a minute.
anybody around on the ship?
Nope. Not that you can tell. As soon as
Oh,
you land,
good.
nobody comes to greet you.
Oh boy.
Shit. Santa Niklaus!
Hey, where
You
is
just
he?
yell it out.
He's at the crow's nest. And I run straight up. Can I do like the Assassin's Creed thing where you walk up to the little rope and like cut it, and I go.
Yeah, you just like messed up one of the ship ropes. It's fine.
Yeah, whatever. I'll repair it later.
Yeah. You do that. Okay.
I get
you
up
cut it
there
up. You got sliding up,
I'm looking around.
and you land right on the crow's nest. You expect to see him there, but he's not.
He's not
Anything?
up here, Jay.
Fuck.
God damn it! Do you see Ollie anywhere?
No, I don't see
Alphonse?
anybody.
Make a perception check, Chip,
Oh.
with advantage from the crow's nest. That's how it works. That's how the crow's nest works.
With advantage.
There's like a little spyglass up there.
I got an 18.
With an 18, you're looking
Like this.
around and you're spying around the city. You're kind of in the like port side of the city where repairs and other things happen. There's multiple ships. It's kind of like a shipyard, but not quite like not broken ships. It's more just like this ship is done. It's like you just walked into the AutoZone part of the city and you're in the parking lot where your ship is done. And you look around and you don't see anyone you recognize. You don't see Niklaus, but you do see an overwhelming amount of people holding the same glass filled with the same liquid. This bright green liquid
Where?
all around the city.
Are they there?
Everywhere you look.
A crowd or like specifically?
No, just
or
people walking around enjoying this nice, refreshing drink that everybody seems to have right now.
I know what it is!
Earl's
The
juice.
lemonade!
Yes! Yes!
Oh my god. They fucking did it.
What is it?
I poke my
Oh
head
my
over
god,
and
it's
I
our
look.
it's our fucking lime.
I look over and I go, Limonade.
No. You're kidding.
I'm so fucking serious right now. It is not even funny. Everybody has it. Like literally everyone.
I forgot about this completely.
I want to like grab onto another rope and just I'm fucking up the ship at this point. Like flip over and just like come down and land on the deck. But no sign of the crew.
Well, all we had to do was follow a little limonade.
Fuck. What if he's got him, Jay?
No, there's no way. I think
Alright.
he's just toying with us, as he always does. Chip, are you okay, man?
Yeah, I'm fine.
I'm gonna take that at face value for now.
Um,
Okay, then let's go find our crew.
For the
All
crew.
right, so
I'd like
This
to.
is the greatest plot twist of all time.
you'd like to what? Go ahead.
I'd like to
Go ahead, go
first assess how long it's been. If I can find a newspaper as I'm walking by, maybe just grab it out of somebody's hand.
The paperboy we saw when we first got here.
There wasn't a paperboy here. That's Edison Kingdom.
Fuck.
As I'm walking by, I want to like walk by a person, tap them on the shoulder, and as he turns around, grab the newspaper out of his hand from the other side, just like sneakily.
Well, who was that? Starts walking. Yeah, you look at a newspaper. I mean, it's not like you've ever known what day it is, period, since we've never asked.
But I probably have an idea of how long it would have been.
The biggest fuck you ever. Oh my god, I love it.
Just from reading through this newspaper, it's actually pretty difficult to discern like how long it's been.
DM, can I
'Cause you have
roll
no
a
idea when you
history
left.
check to see what day it was when we left? Surely they said something about the day when the eclipse was happening. Like
Oh,
what day
yeah.
it was.
That was a Friday.
What day? What was the date?
Fuck.
Friday the-
The DM hasn't decided what the months are called yet, so let's just say August right now. August the 3rd. That Friday. Wait, no, the 5th. August the 5th. That Friday.
Okay, what day does it say on that paper?
You're looking through the paper?
Yes.
It is.
I'm so nervous, guys. So nervous. We are really good at disappearing for weeks at a time anyway, though, so I feel like there's a little
That's
bit of a
true.
grace period.
You're frantically looking through the newspaper. It is now August the 12th. It's been a week.
Oh,
Oh,
okay. I thought it was like 6
Oh
months.
my
Or so
God, I
we
thought it
think.
was gonna
Maybe
be a
it's been
year.
exactly a year and 1 week.
Or maybe this
or
guy
maybe
was
2
holding
years.
an old newspaper.
Old newspaper. Yep, exactly. That's what I just rolled for. On
Uh-oh.
whether or not his newspaper was current or not.
Hey, excuse me, where did you get that limonade from?
Yes, Mary.
Yeah.
Of course. This limeade right here.
Yeah.
You want to go to the central part of the city in Town
Central part of
Square?
City, Town Square.
Yeah, go to the city square.
Okay. Thank you.
And they got this big fucking stand. They're handing them out left and right. It's the best goddamn thing I've ever tasted. These crazy automaton man and this little kid and this very scary bear man.
Wow.
They're just handing this shit out. Been doing it for the last 2 weeks.
Wait, they're charging for it, right? Wait, they've been charging for it, right?
Damn right, this was 1 gold piece.
Oh, thank
2
God.
weeks?
It's been marked up from last week. It was only a silver, but the demand is high. I get it. I'm a businessman myself. Would you like to buy some of my shoes?
No.
No,
Yeah,
man.
they're god awful. They're like hung around his neck. Old beard man.
Can I just, and I take the limonade out of his hand and I go to take a sip.
Hey, my limeade, that was 1 gold. You fucking rascal, you better pay for that. Give me my gold back.
Surely it's good if it's
Like
selling drugs.
like a bee drinking sweet nectar.
Oh.
This is the most. This is the tastiest thing you've ever had. Hey, got these fucking kids these days. You're
Oh
a
my God,
pirate,
that's
ain't
so
you? You're a
fucking
pirate.
good.
You steal from me. The government was rad. You're a bunch of hooligans. Give me my goddamn limeade. Oh my back.
Here, I'm so
oh my hip.
I chugged the whole thing in front of him.
You'll rue this
So,
day.
hey, look, I'm so sorry about that. It's just so good. Here's a gold piece, and I want to hand him a gold piece, and I want to steal his coin purse while I hand it to him.
Make a sleight of hand check.
You suck, dude.
I'm distracting him as well. Do I get advantage? I don't need advantage, honestly. I'm fucking chill.
No advantage.
No, that's okay, because I have a plus 11. That's 25.
He rolled a 6. You hand him the gold coin. You snatch that purse real easily, and he says, "Well, thank you kindly. You know, the generation of these days is really starting to
walk
shape
away.
up to be good people. All right,
Have a good
day. You start walking away. You get about like 60 feet. God damn it! All right. All right, so you guys start heading
Oh, that
to...
was lighthearted.
Felipe knows the way, because Felipe obviously is the tour
He's
guide.
a tour guide, yeah.
Oh. We're
So
like,
he...
we're probably running through the city at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are.
We knock over a lot of people's lemonades.
Oh,
as
Passing
we're trying to dash through them.
tons and tons and tons of faces here. You get into the city square and you see that where would be like different variety of market stalls, there is this huge, almost building-sized market stall set up right in the center of this sort of like almost pentagon square at the very back wall. And there's 2 smaller carts that are attached to it, and they both have this sort of like stitched up cloth symbol of like a flag almost. It's a lime mixed with a lemon, and it's got like a smiley face on it. It looks a little haphazardly done, but you can tell it was put together with love. And you see there is this crowd of people just all lined up at this one stand, driving other places nearby out of fucking business, as these people are all here to get this refreshing summer drink and liquidus. And it's just like it's a crowd roaring as they are just like, you know, like talking and waiting, and you hear, "All right, next," as someone gets sort of like tossed with like you can't see who tosses it because they're too short, but someone from the crowd is sort of like gets tossed up, and then as they get tossed up, this little like fucking almost like a swing. They get tossed up along the swing that like swings them up out of the crowd so they can get out of the line. Does that
I'm
make
gonna
sense?
push through the crowd.
I'm gonna
Hey, watch where. Hey.
push up off of Jay and start stepping on heads and shoulders.
Oh dear, they're
What the
cutting.
fuck?
They're cutting the line.
Ollie!
Somebody call security. They're cutting. And then you hear, "Who's cutting?"
He finally found his calling. Oh my God.
Security.
You don't have to roll for it. You basically hop heads and push through the crowd as fast as you can. These are all just normal people. It's easy enough. And
Yeah.
once you get to the front, you see sort of almost in like a summer tank and shorts at the moment with
Do
this
they have a
big
uniform?
fucking metal gun arm. But as soon as you get to the front, you hear, "Who's cutting?" And right in front of you, standing and towering above you, you see Griffin right in front of the stand. What do you say?
Hey, man.
Points his gun at your face.
I just freeze.
Oh, Griffin! Oh my God! It's been. Where's Ollie? Where's
I
Alphonse?
point at the gun at my head.
Put that down, Griffin. You.
As soon as you say "Where's Ollie," you look to the left, and there's just this small kid, like at the front, like throwing drinks behind his back at people, and then people are like throwing their gold into like this like big giant pot. And behind the counter, you see Alphonse moving his robotic arms at like this extreme speed, crushing lemons and limes into a barrel and like filling it with glass, filling it with water from Liquidus that is like specially made and processed through the fucking city. And then he's like putting it on the table, handing it to Ollie. They have this fucking line of
They're
lemonade.
so much better without us.
And they're just like shooting it behind them, and people are grabbing
a
it.
tear fills Jay's eye.
And after
I'm
that,
so proud.
Griffin puts his gun down, raises an eyebrow, takes the drag from a cigar, pulls it out, and says,
No one can recognize you.
You guys did so good.
Jay's crying.
I want to push past him if I can and get to Ollie. Though.
Yeah, you run up to Ollie, who is still like, not only is he giving drinks to people, he's hoisting people up onto the swing that they've built that helps people get out of the crowd. They're
Because
insane.
he's strong as
Oh,
fuck.
he's got the fucking belt.
Because he
yeah.
has the mountain
awesome,
giant
yeah.
strength belt. Yep.
I run up just next to him and I stand there for a second. Ollie!
No, wait your turn. No cutting the
Ollie!
Chip. He stops for a second. He looks at you, up at you. He's like begins to like scrunch up. Where'd you go?
I run up and I just squeeze him so fucking tight.
Yeah, he jumps up, of course, and when he squeezes you, your like rib cage almost snaps because he's so strong. And you guys hug for a second. You hear from behind the counter.
Nice to see you again, captains.
How's the business?
Still making these glasses. They're starting to pile up. He lets go of you. Oh, 1 sec. I gotta keep going. And he starts like doing the drinks again, passing them.
So you've been pretty busy without us.
You're lucky we took an oath. Or I would have left.
Seemed to work out for you.
We've made about 50,000 gold.
Did you roll for this? Like, did
What?
you roll for this behind the scenes?
Yeah,
What did you roll? Can I know?
you don't need to know.
Oh man.
You what?
It was enough to cover the ship. What should be done now?
What?
Yeah, once we figured out to combine the water from the city, we put it with the lime and the lemons. I was the one spearheading the ingredients here. I'm the master chef. Don't tell anybody. Earl would be so fucking proud of me. And he's like tossing them behind him still.
Yeah, he would.
It was smooth sailing once people started trying it. Word of mouth is a crazy thing. We've made more money than you're wanted for.
Word of mouth is a crazy thing. I look directly in the camera.
And that's why you should tell all your friends about the podcast. Just roll with it.
Tell your friends, tell your friends, tell your friends, tell your friends, tell your friends.
Fortunately, it hasn't been boring. A lot of people want to steal from us. And it doesn't really work out, but at least it's fun.
Yeah, I feel like, security is the best position you could have gotten in our Limonade empire.
We should get out of here soon, though, because I hear we're going to get approached by, political figures.
Oh, yeah, I don't want to do nothing to do with politics. Fuck that.
This, limeade stand isn't really good for city business. We might get arrested.
Or what if we started lobbying?
Ollie's still like spraying off a bunch of different ideas and ingredients for the business. Lobbying. What the fuck is that?
Dude,
It's
it
when
means
you
he's
pay government.
gonna take so much power. He's gonna bring it to the government and basically copyright Limeade or Lemonade or some fucking bullshit.
I'm basically going to pay the government to make laws that are in favor of
This is
our
like the first step of
business.
monopolizing drinks. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, look, you can do whatever you want, but I still recommend we leave.
No, yeah, I don't want to actually. This is just something for you guys to do while we were gone.
Captains, I am running out of energy.
Oh yeah, Alphonse has been making drinks for 2 weeks straight.
What?
Let's get back to the ship then, I think.
Yeah, let's shut her down.
But we have so many customers still.
Maybe you guys can finish up and
Wait,
catch
I
up,
think
or-
I know a guy. He walks off into the crowd, and then he comes back. All right, got it covered. Basically, what we're gonna do is we're gonna set up. We're gonna have somebody run the shop here, and then they're gonna have to deal with the politics and see what goes on. And then they'll just forward us the money every month because we get a cut.
I was just gonna sell the business to somebody else.
Oh yeah, sure. I mean, like, how much you want to sell it for?
I don't know. It made 50,000 in 2
50,000
weeks.
2 weeks, yeah. That's
100,000 maybe.
No,
Dude, that is a
100,000?
Like-
steal, bro.
like-
That's
That's
a
a
steal.
We're offloading this. So,
Guys, I tell you right now, I'm pretty sure nobody in this city has that much money.
okay, then maybe somebody else will run it. Yeah, okay, your idea then, Felipe.
All right, so someone's gonna run it for us, and then okay, bet, okay, all right, he's my guy. Don't worry about it. We call him Donkey, but he's not an ass. You know what I mean?
Okay, so our business is dead.
I'm sure he's got it handled.
Okay, so what are you guys doing?
I'll walk out and head back to the ship.
So you're gonna try to gather this crew and head back to your ship now.
If they choose to stay for the day.
I'm not necessarily rallying the troops or anything. I'm just like walking back. They look like a well-oiled machine right now, yeah?
I'll follow Chip. I'll notice he's leaving. Hey, meet us back at the ship later, okay?
Okay, see you tonight.
See you tonight. And I sort of like push my way out of the crowd again.
Hey, you better not be leaving for 2 weeks again.
No, we're gonna be on the ship. We're gonna go pirate again. Which is what you signed up for, I think.
I will kill you. I swear. This is a one-time deal.
I give Griffin a smile.
Next time this happens, I'm leaving. And I'm
Next
turning
time it's
you in.
gonna be cookies.
He's starting to go back to being a bounty hunter. If you guys do this to him again, so you guys head back to the ship by yourselves, I assume. For the rest of the day, they're
Yes.
going to finish up running their business until people stop coming, and then they'll meet you back at the ship at night.
Okay.
What's your goal?
I'm just kind of walking off back to the ship, but I'll take like the long way, just kind of looking around at Liquidus.
I'd probably just follow silently behind Chip.
Beautiful city. I mean, as you walk, you reflect on this city, your time with Ichabod, and then the Sun City and the Sun Temple, and you know the murals with Gillian and Felipe bursting into flames and jumping into a rift into the Feywild, and all the shenanigans that happened in the carnival, the deck, Belstrom, the chaos, the displacer beasts, maybe the things you didn't find or forgot about, the things that you did, the pretzel at your hip, Jay, and eventually you guys make it back to the ship. That's just on the docks there.
I'll go into the ship. I want to go down to the living quarters and just like look at my bed, I guess. Just see if everything is where it was, as it was. Maybe start repairing some of the ship.
Ship's been fully repaired. Nothing about your like bedroom has been changed. I mean, there's a little bit of condensation on the walls where Gillian's barrel has like evaporated over time slightly due to the heat.
There was an engraving I made on the side of the ship that said Millennium Chipper.
Yeah,
I'd
it'd
like-
still be there.
I'd like to go and try and buff that out.
Oh.
What?
I'd say you could, yeah.
Yeah, I'll just be down there with like some sandpaper.
You're chipping away at it.
Damn, he's chipping away at it. Oh, man. Hey, Chip, what are you doing?
Nothing, just getting some scratches out of the ship.
That's the Millennium Chipper that you carved.
Yeah, well,
Are you sure?
this isn't really the Millennium Chipper, is it, Jay?
Chip, are you sure everything's all right? I've been,
Jay-
thinking.
You saw them. You
Uh-huh.
saw them in there. They were thriving. They were so much better off. We leave for 2 weeks and
Well, our crew is very capable. We only choose the best, and they wouldn't have done this if not for us giving the directive. Who got the first limes?
I don't know,
Do you really blame yourself for everything that happened?
Of course I do. Jay, how couldn't I?
I mean, you didn't know, Chip.
Yeah, I didn't know. I never fucking know.
I've been thinking about what to say to you since we sat down in that laboratory, Chip. And you said that you felt like it was your fault. And my first instinct was to tell you to suck it up. It's not always about you, but that's selfish of me. Just because I'm hurting too doesn't mean that you can't be. So, if you're gonna take fault for this, and maybe you should take fault for other things too. It's your fault that I'm not stuck in a life that I didn't want for myself, that I didn't have the courage to break out of, huh? It's your fault that I can see the world the way I do, just meet different people, have this lovely crew, and it's the best friends I could ever ask for. It's your fault you still trust me, even though I betrayed you back in the prison. It's your fault that I can call myself a Riptide pirate proudly.
Just stop, okay? Stop.
No, Gillian feels the way. I'm sure Gillian feels the same way.
Well, Gillian's not here.
Yeah? And you know what? Gillian might not be here, but I'm sure he's out there still fucking shit up. Because that's what Gillian would be doing right now. Okay? And we might not have found him back in the Feywild, sure. But we will find him, okay? Because that's what Riptide pirates would do.
Maybe I'm not a Riptide pirate.
What do you mean?
Do you remember what you said to me? How you were using me from the beginning? Well, maybe I was using you too. You know, since day one, I've just been using all of you to try and recreate something that's gone. Pretending I could still have that.
Chip,
But I can't. Look, I'm not the pirate that Arlen wanted me to be. I'm not the hero that Gillian wants me to be. And I'm not the friend you want me to be. I never even asked you about your sister. I never even asked you about your dad after. I'm just another bastard who never should have existed.
I hug Chip.
First
Can I
place.
hug Chip?
I back away.
No, come on, man.
Look, we're gonna find Gillian. We're gonna take Ollie home, and then I'm done. I'm not this. I'm not strong enough for this. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I walk away.
Jay just kind of stands there and looks shell-shocked for a couple minutes. And after a couple minutes, she'd kind of like sigh a little bit, and she would look down to where he was sanding the wood and pull out a little knife and retrace in Millennium Chipper. I know you don't mean it. That's all.
I am not walking in any direction in particular. I am just walking.
Did you leave the ship?
Yes.
So Jay, you take some time to recarve in Millennium Chipper, and then from above you, you hear quite the fine handiwork.
I'd recognize this as Niklas, right? The king character.
You've never met him,
Oh, right, I wouldn't.
but when you look up, sort of head over the railing, you do see that obsidian skin tiefling that you've never seen before but heard so much about.
Right next to where he
And-
is, too, there's a big poster that says, "Do not trust this man." It's like a big
Yeah,
red
like
X.
right above. So right above his head, you see one of the "Say No to Niklaus" posters that Gillian made.
That's awesome.
It's like attached to the mast, but as soon as you hear his voice, not only do you hear it, but you also hear the sounds of the ocean fade away and the rockiness of the boat stop. And you just finish carving out the R in Chipper.
I give a kind of sly grin as I look back to him. Say, I knew you'd show up.
I always come when I'm needed. Care to join me on the deck? He reaches out a hand.
She doesn't take it. She kind of breathes in deeply and breathes out and walks ahead of him to the deck.
Yeah, I mean, you guys would have to be you'd have to be sort of like almost hanging over the deck here to get this.
Oh, yeah.
And as you get onto the deck, he's standing there and he's wearing more of a pirate-esque outfit over the usual garb that I described. Still purple, but the coat is black and gold, very ornate, very fancy, very well tailored. It's the same coat that you saw he was wearing in the scrying in the mirror. And you can now tell, as soon as you get onto the ship, that within where the two of you are standing, time is not moving. You look off into the distance and you see no sign of Chip, no sign of anybody. This entire space is quiet and unmoving, to the point where you think you could step off the ship and walk on the water. And he's got a quizzical, charming smirk on his face. A pleasure to finally meet you.
I assure you, the pleasure's all mine.
I heard the whole thing, not meaning to eavesdrop. Quite sad. Truly. Feel for you and Chip. My sympathies.
Well, then you already know what I want.
So quick. Yesterday I have an inkling to what you and your friends will desire. But I assume you've heard how this works. You want something. There's a trade. A deal.
Jay gives a little smirk.
And you want to make that so
No,
quickly, without hesitation.
actually, I don't want to make it so quickly. I actually think it's about time, after everything, that you gave us answers. If you're going to have all three of us marionetted around your fingers, then we deserve answers.
I am so fond of you. I knew you were intelligent, and that speaking to you wouldn't be easy. You look right past the people you meet, through all of their facade. I'm game, ask away. I love talking about myself.
Of course you do. What is it that you're going to have Gillian do?
A favor, as agreed upon.
Of what sort of nature?
Just
Because I'll be frank with you. Chip made a deal with you that he wouldn't interfere with this favor. But if this favor is something that would go against Gillian's beliefs or who he is, then I will not be making this deal today. I'll find him myself.
no, you won't, Jay. You won't find him. I promise you that. Not without my help, of course, you see, because, well, I've already found him. And so I believe a deal is all you have to gain what you desire.
But what about what you desire? You need him back too? I mean, to do the favor.
Do you want me to answer that question first, or the one that you asked beforehand? I feel like you're getting a little ahead of yourself.
Just take him in order.
Gillian's favor. Well, honestly, I haven't decided. I think it'll just come to me in the moment.
Oh, that's funny.
I feel like he's destined for something, but he'll just need that little push when he has to make the choice. And Chip not interfering, I mean, I love a mind game. Who knows what it could be? But you've judged me so presumptuously, and you've only heard so little.
Well, from my perspective, Niklaus, everywhere you go, bad things happen. Every time, you are somehow just linked to everything that goes wrong. These people with their inky eyes.
And Jay, are you certain that's my fault? Are you certain the bad things weren't already there before I arrived? Are you absolutely certain?
And would you defend yourself from that accusation?
The outcome of the discussions I have with people who cross my path are truthfully none of my concern. People want help. I give. And in return, I get what I'm owed. I'm sure Gillian told you, I mean, the greedier the deal.
What was the deal that you made with the king of Lovenlot? Mayor.
Didn't he tell Gillian?
Did he? I don't remember what.
He told Gillian. Yeah.
Not me. Yeah. All I know is that he basically died choking on goop.
The mayor isn't dead,
Well, yeah, he got fucked up either way.
but he almost did. Gillian saved his life, and everyone else's life. Quite the ask. You're still curious about the mayor of Lovenlot? That small, old town and that small,
Or Malice.
forgotten island?
The Isle of Desire, that place was basically built by you, from what I understand. Why do they end up the way they do with this, to put it not lightly, goop filling every orifice on their face?
You visited Desire Island.
I'm surprised you didn't know.
How was it? Did you enjoy your time?
Well, after we finished up there, it was definitely a lot better than how it started. I wrote a single there with Gillian and Chip. Actually, it was really awesome.
I'd have to hear it sometime.
Yeah, it's on Shipify.
So, with the mayor, if I remember correctly, his town was dying, and people were unhappy. His daughter was rebellious, and with someone unrenowned, if you will, according to the mayor's perspective, a nobody. And so, he wanted the tides to turn in his favor. He was desperate.
And what did you get out of it?
Well, I got to meet you three. Right time, right place. And I told him, if he wanted all this, the cost was the one thing he valued the most. And now you would think, this is the interesting part of the story, Jay, you would think that would be his own daughter. But do you know what the mayor valued the most? Over all things, he valued himself. His own survival, his own life, his own pride, his own... just him. And so that's why the mayor, when the curse was to be broken, he was dying, overwhelmed by his own greed. Having Abigail was just a red herring to make him think that that's what he lost. Very interesting.
What's your angle? Are you supposed to be some great, evil, magical person? Do you genuinely want to help people? What are you? I don't get it.
At the moment, I'm whichever one you want me to be. And the outcome of this conversation, whether or not you're willing to come to a compromise, will determine, and I mean quite literally, if you get your friend back. Do I need him in his favor? No, not really. But if I did,
Can I insight check?
sure.
Natural 20.
Natural 20.
Holy
Which part are you
shit.
insight checking?
That he doesn't need him.
You can tell that when he says he doesn't need him, what he means is he doesn't need him to be with you three, like you two.
Jay sort of like turns around, puts her hand on her head, and she's and like slams both her hands down on like the railing of the deck, and kind of looks out towards whatever the fuck is in the direction, probably towards like
Nothing moves. I
waterfall.
mean, it's just this frozen water, and even the waterfalls, the perimeter of the city, all still. Everything's still.
I'd be looking towards the waterfall, just like it's motionless. Okay. Then what is it you want from return from me? For Gillian. Because you know what? You're right. Maybe even though you don't need him, we do. And things are falling apart around here without him. And I would like to have him back. I'm not like making eye contact with him at all right now. I'm just kind of
No, I
talking
mean-
out.
He walks and meets your position on the railing, just sort of side to side, not looking at you either, but looking out. And he says, "A friendship like that is this world's greatest treasure. I know why you would want it back so badly. I've done great things for my friends as well. Long time ago. Sacrifices. What I want from you, Jay, is this deal. One day in the future. I don't know when. Neither will you. But you're going to hear a name. And that name will be followed by a command. And when you hear these two things, the nature of our deal will begin. And unfortunately, whatever it is, you won't be able to say no. That feels about equal to having such an important person back to you. After all, it was quite the task to locate and retrieve him. So such vagueness, I feel, is fair."
Jay kind of closes her eyes, and you can kind of just hear her breath still kind of steady as she's thinking about it.
And I know you're a smart girl, a smart woman, and you're strong. And then with time, you may heal without Gillian. But with this deal, you get what you desire, and you won't have to.
Is it possible to make a small amendment to the deal?
I'm willing to lend an ear.
Whatever this name or command may be, as long as it doesn't harm Chip or Gillian.
I promise. You have my word.
Jay sort of turns around at this point, both hands back on it, and slowly she's going to reach her hand out to shake. And she's going to stare Niklaus in his eyes and say, "You're a real bitch, you know that?"
Rather than shaking your hand, he reaches inside his coat and pulls out the Luxpris Pearl.
Of course.
What?
Of course. That's the dungeon.
Where's Two Guy?
He puts it in your hands. And when, by the pearl touching his hand in your hand, you feel the sort of seal of your deal with Niklaus. And on the back left of your shoulder, or right of your shoulder, sorry, like the back, you can feel, doesn't hurt, it's just that searing of a crescent moon. And he says, "Getting this from a sea serpent, and quite the hungry and intelligent one as Dugon, was not easy. And to be honest, Jay, without me, I don't think you would have ever found him, or been able to get this back. So, you're welcome."
Jay just looks at him with this viciousness and hatred behind her eyes. her last words to him absolutely intended to be her last.
There's something you should know as he begins to walk. He like sort of hops the railing and then he does step on the waters as if he's like sort of walking on it, the still waters. As he's walking away, he says, "Tonight, very close by, you won't be able to miss it. You want to open the pearl. It needs to be struck by the sky's natural lightning. All you have to do is sail within the storm. This storm follows another Leviathan known as Pelagus. Swims closer to the surface about once a year, so you don't want to miss it. This is your chance. And once the pearl, which attracts the lightning, none to fear, as it is from another Leviathan, once it is struck, it shall be cracked open, and Gillian will be released. That's tonight, by the way.
What time is it right now? Like looking at the sky.
Now, like midday, you have time to sail out for sure before nightfall.
There's like no like change in her demeanor at this point.
Yep. And with that, he seems to almost like walking down the steps, walks into the ocean, and then everything begins to move again. And when you look behind you, you see more people and you see Chip still walking away, but now you're holding the Luxor's Pearl.
Jay looks towards Chip quickly, but she just sort of kind of falls over herself. She collapses onto like the deck back against the rails and puts the Luxor's Pearl to her head, like both hands. And you can see she's started crying. And she just says under breath, "You're coming back, Gil."
I don't suppose I'm literally a tiny guy in this that can hear that, am I?
Jay, when you put your forehead to the pearl, do you remember when you did the thing back with Lauma?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. Go ahead and make an Arcana check.
Oh, why do I always roll bad with the pearl?
Ah, damn.
8.
So, unfortunately, nothing happens for you or you, Gillian. Gillian, you're still in the pearl, yelling obscenities at the sky. It's all darkness
God.
for you.
That's awesome.
And one more thing. As you're crying into the pearl, you hear as something smashes into the deck right next to you. And you just look to your left, and you see Destiny's blade.
God,
Yeah.
motherfucker.
Whoa. He could have just stayed, man. What the hell?
And that's where we're going to end the session.
Oh, boy.
You
All
did
right.
it, guys! All you gotta do is sail into the storm of God and achieve this incredible thing. Wow!
We'll talk about this.
Holy
On.
shit!
Just rolled.
Just rolled with it.
Can we one more story on
Rolled.
With
pants? Fuck shit.
Sorry,
I'm stopping.
God damn it, man!
Hello, Griffin here. I guess I'm one of the new Riptide pirates. I found this note in my pocket about how I'm supposed to thank some of our patrons. So, here goes. Remember, if you don't hear your name, make sure you've selected the $50 tier on Patreon. Alright. A colossal thanks to You Will Rue the Day, Farmer Gama, Jonathan Bleak, Luke Ranbu, Thomas Pierce, The Milk, Dover King, Ruben A. Gonzalez, Beebnas, funny, Dapper, Percy, Frogus, last of the Frogus lineage, Hollow-Headed, Kiwi Pame, Bree Lee, Daxi Boy, Vapor, O. Cabarros, I'm Bud Flusting, Agar Steeljaw, Beans, Walfie, Jaden Grant, Joey Madness, Pippin the Muggy, Sweet Cacti, Baka, 7, Cals, The Folded Pizza, Zone, The Awesome Man, Amber Curry, IC, Sharky, Man-Made LMB, Your Personal Jester, Jordan Darlin, Red Sus Over Paradise, Mr. Nacho, Wild James, Kev Senpai, I Have Jedied, Now I Am Jadead, Mitchell Iverson, Mithril Gear 417, Drew Zombo, Boss Goat, Elysian Paramore, Ground Archer, Riker Tizen, Artemis, Loves You, Grobins, Deathclaw, Sandy 007, Apple, Cheshire, Blue Blimblop, Cerberus, Elvish Cyborg, Alyssa, Lord Ticklefish, Spinax, Buttery Toast, Teddy Love Bites, Gillian's biggest fan. What about Griffin's biggest fan? Cornea Comet, Sorcerer Punk, Riker Kurotu, Nonzalotto, Funny Hats Incorporated, JRWI, Enjoyer, and lastly, J. Noel. We, the Riptide Pirates, thank you all for your patronage.